Thanks for watching the NCWLIFE channel. I'm Eric Grandstrom as we interview the top 10 candidates for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Our coverage brought to you in part by Earthwise Pet. If your pet had a choice, they'd choose Earthwise. Joining us now, we have Olivia Fonville, who's the daughter of Jason and Shelley. Hi, Olivia. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, we can read your bio and all of that, but just tell us who Olivia is.
I'm Olivia Fonville. I've been a dancer at Fabulous Feet Dance Studio for 12 years. Some of my favorite things to do are go on night drives with my friends, drive around, listen to music, and hang out with my family and cook dinner with my mom.
Okay. Cheerleader as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell those of us who don't know anything about being a cheerleader. It's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah. Being a cheerleader was honestly a great experience. It was a lot different from dance because dance is an outside sport for me, so I never really performed in front of my peers. But being a cheerleader was really great because you try to bring up the spirit of all the teams that are playing out on the court, and you're down there with them too, just cheering them on. And my favorite part was actually stunting, though. The stunting was just an exhilaration.
So, being involved in dance for so long, you've also taken on the responsibility of teaching dance. Youngsters, who are you teaching?
Well, so I've been an assistant since I was about 8 years old.
Wow.
And those were 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and that was fun. They're just kind of funny to watch dance and try to help them. But then my junior year of high school, so last year, I taught one of the classes. The teacher had to be gone for a month-ish, and so I taught her class, and she was 15 and 16-year-olds. It was a contemporary ballet class, so I taught that, and it was way different from teaching just the 3 and 4-year-olds. It was fun. I could actually connect with the older kids and help them get better.
Yeah. Why did you decide to run for Apple Blossom?
Well, when I was in 5th grade, I think it was, I remember getting the Junior Apple Blossom royalty thing in the mail, and I never got around to actually applying for that, but I always remember seeing the older girls with the crowns and going out on these pageants, and I always thought it was just so awesome. And I've always loved being a part of the community, and I feel like my last year here it would be great to run for Apple Blossom and be able to do all the things that they do.
You say that your aunt is your most inspiring person. Why?
Growing up, I've always looked up to my aunt. She is actually a psychologist too, and that's what I want to be when I'm older. That's why I'm going to college, because I want to be a psychologist. And she's always been someone that I've always looked up to. She's always been nice, and she's a little strict sometimes, but that's how I want to be with my family, and so I look up to my aunt for that.
What's been the most challenging part of this pandemic for you?
The most challenging part is the social interaction. I love being around all of my friends and so many people, meeting new faces and just to get to know everybody. And it sucks because with having masks on your face, you don't really get to see a person's face or their facial expressions, and you can't really meet new people that much because you're supposed to be with your family, home, and not out doing things. And I miss going out and doing things a lot.
Yeah, as do we all. What's the number one thing adults need to understand about teenagers?
I say how teenagers always want to try new things to express themselves. So if you want to go out and get your hair cut short, even though your mom's not going to like it, I say you do it. It doesn't matter what your mom's going to say, because teenagers always want to try a whole bunch of new things and do whatever they want until they know what they want is set in stone and they're an adult. And so I've always wanted to try new things, even though my mom's maybe for cheer, for instance, I wanted to try cheer really bad. I wanted to know what it was like to do sport in school and not just be in dance. Mom was like, "You're gonna miss dance," and I was like, "But I want to try something new." And I'm glad I did. So,
if you could describe something to someone that's not from here, the best thing about the Wenatchee Valley, what would you say?
I would say the best thing about Wenatchee Valley is the fresh air. Because every time I go out of state or to a different country or anything, coming back is the first thing I notice is how fresh the air is. It's not humid or sticky or anything like that. It's just really nice to feel.
It is the night of February 27th. The pageant is over, and you're a queen. Who do you thank?
I would thank my mom and my dad, because throughout this whole entire experience, they have always made sure I've been on top of everything, and they're always saying, "Don't be late, don't do this." And they've always supported me through all of this, and that's who I would thank.
All right. Well, best of luck in the rest of this process.
Thank you.
Olivia Fonville, she is the daughter of Jason and Shelley, and she's one of our top 10 candidates here on the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank. It's coming your way on Saturday, the 27th of February. We'll start our coverage with a countdown to coronation at 6 o'clock, and then, of course, the pageant at 7 right here on the NCW Life channel.